Okay, let's do number two. Number two says that the title is called Digging Holes, and the x-axis represents the hours, the time digging, and the y-axis represents the depth or the inches, how far in the ground they're digging. So you have some ordered pairs there. Let's go ahead and do our first step, which is to make a table. Let's do that first. And the x-axis is the time digging or the hours. So I'm going to put hours digging. And the y-axis is the depth in inches. So after 1 hour, they dug 18 inches. After 2 hours, they dug 33 inches. After 3 hours, they dug 48 inches. After 4 hours, they dug 63 inches. Okay, so first thing we're going to look for is a pattern. And it looks like they're adding, because the numbers are getting bigger. And the pattern that I see, 18 plus 15 gives you 33. And if you add 15 again, you'll get 48. And if you add 15 again, you'll get 63. So that's your pattern. So let's find our starting point. It's 18. And the reason why it's safe to say 18 is the starting point, like I told you in the last problem, is because they started off with a 1. So you look for the 1, and whatever the first, that's telling you the first term. That's what we're going to go by for our starting point. And so 18 is our starting point. Oops. The pattern is add 15, and we multiply by n minus 1. And it's okay to use whatever letter you want. You don't have to use n. So for this, I want to use h because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about how many hours digging. 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. So I'm going to use h for hours. You can use x, you can use t, q, r, s, p. It doesn't matter. Try not to use y since we're talking about graphs. And these are like the x coordinates and these are like the y coordinates. So x's would be over here, y's would be over here. So this is talking about the x's, the hours. So it gets a little bit more detailed when you start talking about graphs. You don't want to pick letters that will get confusing. So this is your expression and you're done. And the last question I'm going to do is number 3. Number 3 says the graph shows the amount of money an electrician charges for jobs that take a different number of hours to complete. Write the ordered pairs in the graph as a table. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. So let's make our table. This is part A. Hold on one second. So the ordered pairs, the first one is 1. Well, what are they talking about? I'm sorry. Number of hours worked. So let's say hours worked. It's hours worked versus the amount of the bill. So let's just say the bill in dollars. So after 1 hour, the bill is $130. After 2 hours, the bill is $185. After 3 hours, the bill is $240. After 4 hours, the bill is $295. Okay, so Second part, B, says to write the expression. And if we look at this, there's a pattern here. Each time they're adding 55. 130 plus 55 is 185, plus 55 is 240, plus 55 is 295. So that's the pattern, add 55. So the expression is going to be, starting point is where the 1 is. So 130. The pattern is 55. So we're going to have, it's not going to fit there. Sorry. 130 plus 55. And I'm going to use H again for hours. H minus 1. So that's your expression. 130 plus 55 times H minus 1. Then they ask for part C. So this is the answer to B. For part C, they ask, how much would the electrician charge for a job that takes 9 hours? So all you do is plug in for C. You plug in the number 9. So all I did for the H, I plugged in the number 9. Oh, that's very bright. Let's see. There we go. For H, I plugged in the number 9 because they asked how much would the electrician charge for a job that takes 9 hours. So we get 130 plus 55 times 9 minus 1, which is 8. And then we do 55 times 8. My students are going to be talking about me again. Yes, I forgot my calculator at school, so I have to use the computer. One day I'm going to surprise you guys, and I'm going to remember to bring home my calculator. Okay, 55 times 8 equals 440. So 130 plus 440. 570. That's how much money it would cost if the electrician worked 9 hours, and you're done.